Hey everyone, welcome back to Tickets to Travel. I'm your host, Mario Bedwine, and if you've been listening up until this point, this is a sincere thank you for going on this journey of how live event demand creates unforgettable travel experiences. We will touch on other types of travel experiences like theme parks, tours, attractions, and even multi-day tours. But really, the exciting stuff that drives demand for travel suppliers are live events, professional sports, concerts, and music and special interest festivals. This piece is still disconnected mainly due to the fragmentation around ticketing and ticketing systems. In our last episode, we touched on the importance of the resale ticketing market to create competition that will essentially drive ticket prices down and provide better service when trying to secure that hard-to-get live event ticket. Well, that may work in most cases, but last year, in 2023, that was an entirely different story due to such high-impact events like the first F1 in Las Vegas, the Super Bowl in Vegas, and of course, the most obvious and favorite topic around what had a significant impact on travel and the economy. That's right, folks. Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour. I respect Taylor as an artist. The sheer hard work it takes to develop the musical content at her rate and quality is off the charts. And of course, to just go on tour, do you know how crazy that is? How really nuts that is? I mean, they're not human, or maybe they aren't, who knows? But it's like 60 plus dates around the world. You're jumping from one destination to another. You're on stage, you're dancing, you're changing your costume like 30, 40 times. Really something else. A whole nother level. Either way, she's amazing. And can you guys believe that 2024 is almost over? Taylor really established 2023 as the year of the live event. So today, we're diving into the biggest, wildest, jaw-dropping live events of 2023. And who better to guide us through than StubHub? Now, for anyone who hasn't heard of StubHub before, StubHub isn't just a ticketing platform or resale ticketing platform. It's the world's go-to marketplace for live events, connecting fans to their favorite concerts, sports games, and festivals around the globe. And they're not just selling tickets, they're selling experiences and collecting incredible data along the way about you and every other fan. StubHub takes all of those transactions, end user insights, ticket searches, international sales, and transforms them into a year-end report that's a goldmine of trends, fun facts, and yes, some eyebrow-raising stats. Think of it as the crystal ball of live events, giving us a glimpse into the world of fandom and cultural impact. So buckle up, because 2023 wasn't just any year. With Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, Messi's U.S. debut, and a host of unexpected sports and music moments, it was the year. Let's get into it. All right, first up, let's talk about the powerhouse ladies who dominated the stage and the sports fields this year. Starting with Taylor Swift, of course. You may think, oh, everyone's talking about Taylor, but trust me, it's for a good reason. This wasn't just another tour. It was the tour. Her Eras Tour didn't just bring in fans, it brought in seismic waves of fans. In Seattle, fans literally caused an earthquake, like actual geological instruments registering the concert as an actual earthquake. Swifties 1, tectonic plates 0. But Taylor wasn't alone. In 2023, female artists claimed 73% of the sales among StubHub's top 10, with Beyonce, Adele, and Pink all leading the way. Adele's Vegas residency, for instance, outsold U2's by 50%, even though she was in a venue a quarter of the size. That's like showing up to a potluck with a tiny dish and everyone only wants what you brought. This isn't just ticket sales. This is female-driven fandom creating real-world impacts. It's silver bracelets, themed outfits, and fans bonding in a way that even sports fandoms could just envy. And here's a fun one. Some enterprising Swifties started crafting and selling friendship bracelets at her shows. making a quick buck and forming a unique Swiftonomics industry on the side. Talk about turning fandom into a business. I'm not sure that would work with all artists or teams, but I'm sure there are some budding entrepreneurs out there willing to give it a try and have already started building that Etsy store.
The Tickets to Travel podcast is always brought to you by Expo Travel. Expo Travel is Experiences Optimized Travel, assisting B2B startups and companies with business development in online travel and entertainment ticketing distribution. If your company is looking for ways to boost revenue, increase average order values, or activate your member base with either travel or entertainment ticketing, contact the team at Expo Travel for a consultation today. Visit xpotravel.com. That's xpotravel.com for more information.
Shifting to sports in 2023, this was full of surprises. Who could have predicted that Lionel Messi moved to Inter Miami would flip the script for the MLS? Within 72 hours, ticket prices for Inter Miami games tripled, and suddenly every match was like a Messi world tour. Fans from 90 countries bought tickets to see him. And let's be honest, some probably had no clue where Miami was on the map before this. They just knew Messi's there, and I need to be there too. And then there's Coach Prime. That's right, prime time Deion Sanders, who didn't just coach the Colorado Buffaloes, he practically turned them into a blockbuster franchise overnight. Colorado saw a 15x boost in ticket sales over 2022. This is college football, mind you, not a pro league, and they became one of the top 10 sellers on StubHub. Coach Prime didn't just bring in fans, he brought swagger to college sports that you usually only see in the NFL. All hail the neon sunglasses and blinged out playbooks. Oh, let's not forget the Kelsey brothers. The Kelsey Brothers Super Bowl Showdown. It was the highest selling single day sporting event of the year. But the real star, Donna Kelsey, their mom. I mean, people, we're just as excited to see her in her custom split Chiefs-Eagles jersey as they were to see who'd win the game. She was like the ultimate football mom, making chili 1 minute and then trash talking the next. Let's talk a bit about travel, since this is Tickets to Travel. In 2023, fans didn't just buy tickets, they packed their bags. StubHub reported an 80% increase in tickets purchased by U.S. buyers for international events. So what's driving this trend? Yep, Taylor Swift again. Her international tour stops turned into mini vacations for U.S. fans, with top-selling destinations being Buenos Aires, Rio, and Paris. Because who wouldn't want to make their once-in-a-lifetime concert also a trip to an exotic city? It's like hitting two bucket list items at once. Formula One also had U.S. fans in a frenzy. With events like the Las Vegas Grand Prix and the Canada Grand Prix, fans went wild for F1. Vegas was especially interesting. 90% of ticket buyers for events there were from out of state. It's like the city itself was having a year-long bachelor party with concerts, sports events, and Formula One races all colliding. The Sphere opened in Vegas too, making it the ultimate event city, with everyone from U2 to Adele turning it into their personal performance playground. Picture this, you're a fan from, say, Wisconsin, and you end up sitting next to a super fan from Brazil at a Taylor Swift concert in Paris. You both scream the lyrics, you exchange a friendship bracelet, and by the end of the night, you're planning a joint Swiftie tour across Europe. It sounds like a rom-com, but it's real life in 2023. We can talk about 2023 without giving Taylor her own segment. I mean, come on, it was the Eras Tour, StubHub's top-selling event ever. Not just 2023, but ever. She outsold Beyoncé by 5 times, which is no small feat, considering Queen Bey also went on a massive tour. The wild part? Taylor Swift didn't just sell tickets, she created a phenomenon. Over 83% of sellers for her U.S. dates were first-time sellers. meaning regular people were reselling tickets just to get in on the action. I wonder how many of you out there did the same. And the Taylor effect didn't stop at concerts. When she showed up at an NFL game to watch Travis Kelce, StubHub saw Kansas City Chiefs ticket sales jump by 235%. Let me say that again. 235%. Chiefs fans, you might want to thank Taylor for the extra buzz at Arrowhead Stadium. People were literally treating her appearance at the NFL game like a concert cameo. Now, I'm a Niner fan, so having them play in the Super Bowl against each other, I start to look at conspiracy theories about this, but let's just call it what it is. It is the Taylor Swift effect. And whether that hurt the Niners or not, it's probably irrelevant. But at the same time, it established her as the reason 2023 was the live event year ever. And remember, the mom who made headlines for calculating that it was cheaper to take her entire family to see Taylor Swift overseas than to buy tickets for a local U.S. show. I mean, when seeing your favorite artist becomes an excuse for international travel, you know they've reached a whole new level of stardom. Speaking of breaking records, women's sports had a phenomenal year too. Take Nebraska volleyball, which broke all records with over 92,000 fans attending their game against Omaha. That's right, a volleyball game packed in more fans than some NFL games. And then there was Coco Gauff at the U.S. Open driving 30% increases in ticket sales and even spiking an extra 20% overnight when she made it to the finals. And the WNBA, its finals ticket sales tripled compared to the previous year. This isn't just a good year for women's sports, it's a turning point. Fans are showing up, the stadiums are packed, and demand is only growing. We're at the beginning of a new era where women's sports are finally getting the recognition they deserve. Imagine telling someone in 2010 that volleyball would one day fill up a stadium, usually reserved for college football. They'd probably laugh at you. But in 2023, women's sports are proving they can bring in just as many fans as traditional powerhouses. It's a whole new ballgame, literally. So what do we learn from 2023? First, that fandom is alive and kicking. From Taylor Swift fans shaking the ground to Messi fans crossing oceans just to catch a glimpse. We've seen incredible demand, not just for the events, but for the experience as a whole. Whether it's flying to see Formula One in Vegas or making lifelong friends at a concert halfway across the world, live events have become more than just tickets. They're memories, they're milestones, and even cultural movements. And if this year is any indication, 2024 is set to be just as big. Hopefully she's still touring, right? Taylor's got more international dates lined up, of course, so we'll have to see what that looks like in the next report from StubHub. And college football's expanding, and new women's sports teams are on the rise. StubHub is already reporting high demand for Coldplay, Olivia Rodrigo, and of course, Taylor's 2024 dates. The real question is, are you ready to be part of it? So thanks for tuning in to Tickets to Travel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and share this episode with your friends, family, and fellow superfans. Until next time, I'm Mario Bedouin. Keep chasing those unforgettable experiences, one ticket at a time.
The Tickets to Travel podcast is always brought to you by Expo Travel. Expo Travel is experiences optimized travel, assisting B2B startups and companies with business development in online travel and entertainment ticketing distribution. If your company is looking for ways to boost revenue, increase average order values, or activate your member base with either travel or entertainment ticketing, contact the team at Expo Travel for a consultation today. Visit xpotravel.com. That's xpotravel.com for more information.